Hey, what's up everyone? This is Eli from Checkit.com here with an After Effects tutorial on everyone's second favorite day of the week, Effects Friday. And today I have an awesome tutorial for you, as always. Come on now. It is pretty late though, so it might not be up till Saturday. Hopefully I can get it done fast. So basically today we're going over creating depth of field in clips that don't have depth of field. Now, if you guys don't know what depth of field is, I'll provide a link in the description. It's basically just adding in some blurriness to the back, so you're focusing only on the objects in front or whatever you're trying to focus on, and it makes a kind of movie look. It makes your shots more professional, and I'd like to go over how to create that right now if your camera doesn't have depth of field in it. So let's do that. Let's just do a new composition. So I'm going to double click over here and I'm going to take something from our gaming update. Let's just do my shot, my close-up. So we have this new clip. Let's just create a new composition by clicking and dragging the footage down into this little clip right here. And you'll notice that we have this nice, clean, beautiful shot. And this is for our gaming channels update, so that's why it's in Halo. So let's see. This shot looks good, but it's kind of boring. If you look at it, it's like, I don't know. It's not bad or anything, but it looks like all the other gaming channels out there. So what do we want to do to fix this? Well, let's add in some depth of field that no one ever does. Let's blur out all this background, and to do that, let's first start by naming our clip. This first thing, let's just name it original, just to make things easy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go Control D to duplicate that shot. And now we're going to hit enter, and we're going to call this, let's just call this roto. Yeah, because that's what we're going to roto with. So we're going to use rotoscoping to create this depth of field. And if you don't know rotoscoping, I made a really crappy tutorial about it a long time ago. It's not really crappy. I don't know. It was when I was first doing tutorials. So if you want to check it out, I do go in a lot of detail, and I talk more than I should or whatever, but it is a good tutorial. So if you want to learn more about it, go check there. I'll cover the basics right now. But yeah, so let's actually turn off this background layer quick, just so we're not using any processing power at all. And then with Roto selected, let's go up to this brush tool right here. It says Roto Brush Tool. We're going to click it, and we're going to double click on the Roto layer. Okay, so what you'll notice is you'll have this nice green arrow over here. So quick tips, if you hold down Control and drag up, and click and hold and drag up, then it sizes your cursor up, and then holding Control and clicking and dragging down makes it smaller. That's what she said. So here's basically what you're going to do. If you've ever messed with Photoshop and you've used the quick selection tool, that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Oh wait, and here's another tip, okay? If you hold Alt, it makes it into the negative tool, and I'll explain what that is right now. So, we're just going to click and drag around Eli's body, blah, blah, blah. So simple. After Effects will take care of all that. Boom. Boom, look at that. It makes a nice line. Now let's switch this to this real quick. And what I did was I switched with the key, or not the key, what it's, I guess the view, like how you view how it looks. Like you can go like that and be like, oh, okay, that's a nice mask. Oh, that's nice. No, we want this layer right here, and we're just going to click and drag and get back all the things that we need. But let's actually go here so we can see what we're missing. Okay, that's too much. Control, drag down, and you're just going to get a good mask at first. Let's go around. Oh, that might drag all the way out there. Yeah, so I'm going to hold Alt, delete that up until that point. Ew. There you go. That's better. Let's add that in. Need to add all that. Okay, this is very simple too, guys. I mean, you're just making a mask right now. You're just cutting out this guy, whatever figure you have. Okay, so now that we have this nice clean mask, let's go back over to this black and where is it? Okay, that works. So we have this nice clean mask. Let's actually smooth this thing out, this mask out. You see how it kind of blurred the edges? Really cleans it up. And let's drag this up to like 30, 32-ish. Yeah, that should be good enough. Okay, so choke will leave it the same. And just like that, you're already getting the effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to use page up and down, but we're going to go down right now to go forward. And we're just going to make sure that the mask is staying around the figure. Well, it's taking a while. So yeah, it's working. So and also what we want to do is every 7 frames, you want to just click and drag inside here so when it creates another keyframe, or else it kind of messes up. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'll be here and it should be clean. And if it's not, you can clean it up fast. But you're just going to click and drag. Now watch what happens when I go 8 pixels forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's probably going to mess up. Let's see. Don't make me into a liar. Come on. Oh, it didn't mess up. Okay, I guess since I'm not moving too much, it's a very easy map. But yours might mess up. So every 7 frames, I'd recommend just taking it in 7 frames and just, you know, make sure that your mat is really nice, that your mask is you know, staying nice and rotoscoped. And I'm actually now going to just fast forward this because this is very tedious, and I'll bring you guys back when it's done. So yeah, be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. That was actually very easy. It's always been very easy to rotoscope. It's just very, very time consuming. You used to have to create a mask, you know, with the pen tool, and it just took forever. But now After Effects pretty much does it for you. And yeah, just pay attention. You know how that whole 7 frames thing I said before? It actually depends on where you're at on this little thing down here. This is what determines how far you can go ahead. So you go to the very edge of where this thing stops, and then you can, you know, draw the line, and then it continues on, and it guesses where you're going to be. So if it messes up, you can just fix it during any part of that thing, and it'll be perfect. So yeah, this was not a rotoscoping tutorial, but you got a little lesson on it, I guess. So anyway, now that you're good, let's change it to this. Let's go back to the composition, and now you will see that you have an awesome rotoscope. But let's refine the mat real fast to make it a little bit better on the edges. You see how it just cleaned it up just a wee bit, just a wee bit. So now we can bring back the original. And check this out, guys. This is how we add in the depth of field. We just go right here, and let's just type in on this effects and presets, let's type in blur. And you can decide what blur you want to do. Ah, man, this is tough. I love the way Gaussian blur looks, but camera lens blur looks pretty awesome as well. Let's do camera lens blur. Let's put it on. And then let's just put it up. How much depth of field do we want? That's kind of cool. And then let's repeat the edge pixels just so it doesn't get that weird effect on the sides. And check that out, guys. Whew. That is sexy. And we're getting a little bit of a weird effect over here. So let's hit S on the roto layer and just scale it up. Let's see how big that... Ooh, that was a little too big. That's what she said. Let's make it like 105, maybe. Let's see how that looks. Maybe a wee bit bigger, so 107. Happy medium, right? Okay, so now let's move it a little bit. So let's move it back over there. Move it up. Definitely up. I don't know if I like that. Well, maybe. Nah, it just doesn't look right over here, does it? Let's see. Oh, that's that. Why does that look so weird? That looks really strange. You turn off the refined matte. Actually, let's turn down the smooth. Make it a little bit sharper on the edges. And the feather. It's just, that is weird. Doesn't look that good. I mean, it doesn't look bad or anything, but let me see. Let me turn off the roto. I guess it looks good. Alright, so now we just added in depth of field now, and that was pretty much the tutorial. I guess, I mean, it's pretty easy, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how I do it, and if you guys have a better way, then by all means you do it, but in my opinion, the way I just showed you is the best and most efficient way, and that's the end of the tutorial, but I'm going to finish up and put the looks that I put on here, how I made this look, how cool that looks. I'm actually going to put those looks on over here, so let's just copy that, literally paste it over here. Get that nice look going, and also I'm going to go up to composition, go to comp settings, and I'm just going to make this until this goes to 2.51 because that's the aspect ratio that we fell in love with. Where is it? There we go, right there. Okay. Let's delete that and then repaste it. V. Cool. Awesome. And what else can we do? That look that we did on here, I guess we can put these into a pre-comp quick. Just go, where is it? Pre-compose, move all attributes, okay. There's a reason why I just did that. I can just get it back. Come on. Okay, so now let's duplicate the pre-comp we just did. And let's set it to soft light. And then let's go over to this layer and find the soft contrast and just copy all of these over to here. If you guys really want to know what settings I'm using right now, it's basically what Brandon came up with, a cool, nice, soft contrast in Photoshop, and so we mimicked it in here to get this kind of glowy look and add like a brightness and contrast on it. Looks cool. So hue and saturation, basically you just duplicate the main shot or whatever shot you're doing, and then you make that shot black and white. Then you add a blur. Can be any blur. We used a camera lens blur, and I might change that to a Gaussian blur. Then you add a curves adjustment, brightening. We added a curves. You don't have to. Then you set it to soft light, and you lower the opacity down to 75. So if I can just show you what I'm talking about. You know what? I'll do it myself. So we'll go over to here, and we'll type in, let's start with the saturation. So saturation, hue and saturation, drag her over to here, make it black and white. Then come over to here, and we'll do a nice, let's do blur, but let's do Gaussian this time, because I don't like how the other one turned out. Actually, let's do fast blur. Yeah, because that has repeat edge pixels. Turn that off. Awesome, and let's drag it above the look just so we can see what we're doing here. Don't need it that much. Cool. Alright, so now it's set to soft light. Bring it down to here. And then since the shot was so dark, that is why we did the brightness and contrasting. I'm actually just going to take that brightness and contrasting. So go over to both. And I'm going to copy this curves adjustment, and basically we just cranked up the darks and the mids and brightened up the brights. We just brightened the entire shot in general. So paste that on. And now let's lower the opacity by hitting T and going down to 75%. And voila, you have an amazing shot that looks pimp freaking diddy. Look how awesome that looks. Oh my goodness. It doesn't get much better than that, guys. Hopefully you guys learned something, adding depth of field and this really cool look. If you guys want to check out this gaming video and see exactly what we just created in action, just click the annotation here or in the description. It's just our gaming update, so if you guys want to check out our gaming videos, go to that channel. Don't forget to give the video a like for all our hard work. And we love you guys, and we're really trying to get back into the whole YouTube thing because we're really putting a lot of time to the side and really focusing on our other channels now and this channel, keeping it updated. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next Effects Friday. Peace!